Sorry about that. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Stocks go up, stocks go down. What a crazy night, right? SPX down 83 and then went positive, and we knew this would happen. We knew the drop was coming. We said that. Now everything's ripping back up. Here's the thing. So if there's no more retaliation here, then this is done, and it's not an issue. If there's retaliation again, then this escalates. Okay? So then we see. Maybe we pop back up and go up 10 or 20, and then drop back down to even in, and then we see what happens. Okay? Crazy market, but it is what it is. Now, here's the thing. Things you have to learn, and I posted some of this on Twitter yesterday. Okay? Google is making chips. Amazon is making AI chips. Microsoft is making AI chips. AMD is making AI chips. Nobody's buying any of their chips. They're not even making their own chips. I don't care what people tell you. They're not. Because if they were, if Google is designing a chip to make, then they need to buy a machine, or they need to rent space from whoever else, TSM or whoever is going to make it for them, and they need to buy a machine. NVIDIA had problems last quarter. They said, we need to get more capacity. So the only way you get more capacity is you buy more machines, you put the machines in there to make the new chips. So if they were looking for capacity, Taiwan Semi and all these other places didn't get all that capacity in one quarter. Doesn't happen. Okay? So that means those chips are not being made. Now, maybe they're being made later, in a month or 2 months or 6 months or 2 years. But don't believe what you read, okay? They're all lying to you. They're just trying to get things down. Now, I told you, you can't just make a chip. Tesla been trying to make a chip for 10 years. And their chip, quite simply, sucks. It's no good. If it was good, why would they buy NVIDIA's? It's no good. Okay? So I don't care what you think. I'm just telling you. Okay? So interesting. Tesla continues to go lower. Earnings are going to be awful, but they love the stock. Maybe they take it up. We sold the other ones. We'll probably sell the 145s here at the open. So the market today now, outside of this whole Israeli thing, is kind of neutral. It's not very bullish, and it's not very bearish. But that's okay. Okay? Now, the next thing. Dell. So this is what the market does to people that are just not ridiculously intelligent. Okay? These analysts. Dell. The stock doesn't move. It's effectively a shit stock for 15 years, 20 years. Okay? And they come out and say, oh my God, we're like SMCI. We did great. We're doing great. But like TSMC told you yesterday, 10% of our business. Now, Dell's AI business is 25%. 25% of our business is doubling. The other 75% of our business is worthless. Isn't that interesting? So Dell goes all the way to what, 135, and that's 117 or whatever. I mean, think about that. You have a business. Say you're Walmart, and you're selling avocados, and the price is doubling, and your business is great, but nobody's buying anything else in your store. That's what's going on with some of these companies. So be careful, okay? Taiwan Semi, things that don't make sense. They keep raising guidance and doing all this stuff, but they don't order machines. They didn't raise CapEx, okay? Then they say energy costs went up 25%, so their margin goes lower. Isn't that crazy? So, does AI go back up? Here's what I know, what I think I know. Maybe I don't know. I think NVIDIA is selling chips and nobody else is selling chips. Very straightforward, right? I think PCs and stuff are selling. and memory and stuff is great for all the AI boxes and SMCI, and that's it. But outside of that, nobody's doing anything else. Okay, Meta released a new version, so Meta can really go today. If the market were to pop, Meta can probably go back to 511. So if you can buy the 510s at the open at under 50 cents, once again, you don't buy something on a Friday for $5, $6 out of the money, okay? So 50 cents. If it goes, it goes. If not, you lose 50 cents. Pretty straightforward. And then we see. The SPX is positive. Got to see the reaction, okay? And let me tell you something that's very, very interesting here. CNBC and all the news stations say, we don't know where this attack hit. We don't know if it's missiles. We don't know if it's drones. Think about the world you live in. You have all this technology and nobody knows what's real. That's kind of crazy, right? It's kind of crazy. Okay, there's no NDX today. NDX doesn't trade on the expiration date. Okay, so just understand that. Okay, and then we see ARM is breaking down underneath 100, can really start to dive. Once again, things that are trading at stupid valuations, and when the market is good, they can't trade at high valuations. Those are the things that are getting beat up. So don't get beat up. NVIDIA is not at a stupid valuation, okay? So just understand that. Now, the setup for next week, kind of interesting for Lam Research. It's down 100 points. So if it goes down 100 points and goes up 50, not bad. Possible. But can't go up 200. Okay, so just understand that. Then we see. NVIDIA actually, you have some defined numbers now. You have this 828 number. If it breaks, straight down. But it also traded at 814 last night. So that 814 number becomes a number. Okay? Netflix decides that they're not going to start reporting subs. The Netflix number was good. Their ads were good. They're probably going to raise prices again here at some point because that's just what they do. Okay? But it's down 40. But you couldn't have bought it. If you bought it and you bought puts, you're done. You got beat up. If you bought calls, you got beat up. That's why you got to wait on these things. Okay? And that's what we know. That's what we know. Okay? The Tesla news is so bad. It is so bad. Okay? So just relax and let's see. Today, would love to see SPX probably pop to say 50.22. And then if we can get the 5,000s for like $1, $1.50, you buy it in the weekend, they take it back down, then we see. Okay? That's what we know. ISRG did not pre-announce. They announced earnings yesterday. They were okay. Not bad. It's up 8. This is why you keep an eye on SMCI now because so ISRG did not pre-announce. They pre-announced last quarter, and it's only up 12. They didn't miss. So now does SMCI not pre-announce? Just comes out average? It maybe goes up 30 or 40 or 50, not 200. Okay? That's what we know. There goes Meta. Meta actually looks good. Meta looks like you could buy the stock here and take it for 6 or 7 points. Interesting. Bitcoin, way down last night, now right back up, and now you got the halving into the weekend, so then you see what happens. Okay? Coin earnings will be good because they're doing a lot of transactions. Okay? That's what we know. Got to see how the market plays out and kind of chill and relax. Wait. Then we see. Been a very nice week, hitting a lot of big ones, and just relaxing. Trade less and relax. That's what we know. Okay, good morning, everybody. SPX up it was down 82. Okay? So up 2, you got 50.21, 50.22, 50.31. Underneath 49.91 gets 49.51 and 49.22. almost got right to 49.30 last night. Right where Sam said 49.22. How amazing is that? A post on public for 49.22 and then pop back up. Very precise, guys. Avago. 1,300 up, 1,352 up, 1221 down. NVIDIA looking stronger, 866, 888, 906 is a big number. Underneath 829, 814. Lam Research, 921 up, 861 down. ASML, in the penalty box for 4 to 6 weeks. Then we see, and then you wait, and then you wait, and then you wait. ISRG, 391, 372 down. UNH, 506, 532, underneath 461. Netflix is intriguing. The earnings were not that bad, but when you start giving a bad metric, that means, or you start giving a metric because you want people to rate your company different, they will rate it different. 592. Interesting, if you can get the 580s as a lotto up under $1, don't pay more than $1. Interesting. Then we see TSM continues to crater, 126, 121. DJT moving. Once again, when they start buying stuff like DJT and Tesla, that tells you the market's getting silly and they're searching for other stuff. So wait. ARM. Underneath 99 is 91. Goldman Sachs can't seem to get under 411, over 411. Coin, 266, long way. Meta, I like the 510s at open. Actually, I would probably pay $1.25 for those right now. No more. Interesting. Then we see SMCI up into earnings 2 weeks. You got 969, 972. Okay. Underneath that, you got 917 and 880. NOW earnings next week can't seem to get through 791. Microsoft 400, 391, and Tesla 144. Okay, that's what we know. That's what we know. Now, you're gonna get some comments about this war thing. If there is going to be another response, then we start to crater. If not, we can slowly get better. But be careful. Don't buy the high PE stuff. They will collapse. That's what we know. That's what we know. Every great trading day. See you in chat.